Welcome to the lecture on electromagnetic field theory. The topic is parallel plane waveguide. The contents of the topic are introduction, wave propagation in parallel plane waveguide, Helmholtz equations, electric and magnetic field components, E and TM modes in parallel plane waveguides, and numericals. So introduction, waveguides are used to direct and propagate electromagnetic waves from one point to another. They are generally used to transmit high frequency waves such as microwaves, radio waves, infrared waves, etc. For low frequency waves which are less than 1 MHz frequency, parallel transmission lines or coaxial cables are used. Waveguide is represented by its dispersion characteristics that has a certain cutoff frequency. The signals having frequencies above this cutoff frequency are allowed to propagate through the waveguide, and the signals having frequencies below this frequency will face a high reflection. A waveguide acts like a high-pass filter. Due to these characteristics, the dispersion characteristics can be altered by loading the waveguide with metal or dielectric medium. So, metal waveguides consist of an enclosed conducting metal pipe, and the waveguiding principle works on the total internal reflection from the conducting walls. They are of two types. One is rectangular waveguide, another one is circular waveguide, shown in figure. So dielectric waveguide consists of dielectrics, and the reflection from the dielectric interfaces helps in the propagation of EM waves along the waveguides. They are of two types: dielectric slab waveguides, optical fiber. So wave propagation in parallel plane waveguides and analysis of the waveguide. Let us consider a parallel plate of infinite length with a separation of d between them. Let us write Maxwell equations. We know that the four Maxwell equations are del dot S bar is equal to 0, del dot E is equal to 0, curl of E bar is equal to minus j omega mu S bar, curl of S bar is equal to sigma plus j omega epsilon E bar. So derivation of Helmholtz equation, taking curl of equation 3rd and 4th and substitution 1 and 2. Curl of E bar is by the formula del into del dot E bar minus del square E bar minus j omega mu curl of S bar. But del dot E bar is equal to 0. Therefore, del square E bar is equal to j omega mu into bracket sigma plus j omega epsilon close the bracket E bar. And taking curl for the H fields, we'll get curl of H bar is equal to del into del dot H bar minus del square H bar is equal to sigma plus j omega epsilon close the bracket del cross E bar. Therefore, del square H bar is equal to j omega mu sigma plus j omega epsilon to H bar. For propagation between plates, conductivity is 0. Equation 5 and 6 becomes del square E bar is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon E bar, and del square H bar is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon H bar. Derivation of electric and magnetic field components in a parallel plane waveguide. Consider the curl equation. Curl of H bar is equal to sigma plus j omega epsilon E bar, but with conductivity is equal to 0, curl of H bar becomes j omega epsilon E bar. Simplification by using matrix method, taking first row as the unit vectors ax bar, ay bar, az bar, and second row as partial derivative of dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and third row is the magnitudes of S bar field, that is ax, ahy, hz is equal to j omega epsilon E bar is equal to Ex Ax bar plus Ey Ay bar plus Ez Az bar. So simplify the matrix. I'll get dou by dou y Hz minus dou by dou z Hy into bracket X bar plus inside the bracket dou by dou z Hx minus dou by dou x Hz into Ay bar plus inside the bracket dou by dou x Hy minus dou by dou y Hx close the bracket into Az bar. This is equal to j omega epsilon Ex X bar plus Ey Ay bar plus Az bar. Equating on LHS and RHS, the values of X bar, Ay bar and Az bar components. We get magnetic field components are dou by dou y Hz minus dou by dou z Hy is equal to j omega epsilon Ex and dou by dou z Hx minus dou by dou x Hz is equal to j omega epsilon Ey. Dou by dou x Hy minus dou by dou y Hx is equal to j omega epsilon Ez. Similarly, the derivatives of electric field components are obtained by replacing H by E and replacing epsilon by minus mu. In equation number 4, 5, 6, we will get dou by dou y Ez minus dou by dou z Ey is equal to minus j omega mu Hx and dou by dou z Ex minus dou by dou x Ez is equal to minus j omega mu Hy. And ninth equation is dou by dou x Ey minus dou by dou y Ex is equal to minus j omega mu Hz. Derivation of wave equation. Since the wave propagates along z direction, we can write E bar xy z variables is equal to E bar xy variable e raised to j omega t minus gamma z, where gamma is equal to alpha plus j beta and dou by dou z is equal to minus gamma. Since the plates of infinite extent in y direction, there is no field variation along y direction. Therefore, dou by dou y is equal to 0. We can write equation 4 to 9 as gamma hy is equal to j omega epsilon Ex minus gamma Hx minus dou by dou x Hz is equal to j omega epsilon Ey. Dou by dou x Hy is equal to j omega epsilon Ez. Gamma Ey is equal to minus j omega mu Hx minus gamma Ex minus dou by dou x Ez is equal to minus j omega mu Hy and dou by dou x Ey is equal to minus j omega mu Hz. So we will get equation number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The wave equations 7 and 8 take the form dou square by dou x square plus gamma square E bar is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon E bar, call equation number A, and dou square by dou x square plus gamma square S bar is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon S bar, where dou square by dou x square is equal to 0 and dou square by dou z square is equal to gamma square. The solutions of the equations can be classified into transverse electric mode, for which Ez component is 0, transverse magnetic mode, for which Hz component is 0, for transverse electromagnetic mode, Ez and Hz both are 0. Analysis of TE mode in parallel plane waveguides. From equations dou square by dou x square plus gamma square E bar is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon E bar. As the wave is moving along z direction due to infinite length of a plate, dou by dou y is equal to 0. Assume Ez is equal to 0 and Hy is present. But from dou by dou x, Hy is equal to dou by dou x into constant will get 0. Therefore, if Hy is equal to 0 or Hy is equal to constant, let Hy is equal to 0. Then Ex is equal to 0 from equation gamma Hy is equal to j omega epsilon Ex. Therefore, above equation A can be written as dou square by dou x square plus gamma square Ey is equal to minus omega square mu epsilon Ey. Let k square is equal to gamma square plus omega square mu epsilon. Therefore, substitute C in B, we will get dou square by dou x square Ey plus k square Ey is equal to 0. The roots of the second order differential equation D are m is equal to plus or minus jk. The solution of D is given by Ey is equal to A into sin kx plus B into cos kx. Applying boundary conditions, Ey is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0 and Ey is equal to 0 at x is equal to D to find constant A and B. For Ey is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0, you will get 0 is equal to A sin 0 plus B cos 0, therefore B is equal to 0. Therefore, equation number E becomes Ey is equal to A sin of kx. So, second boundary condition for Ey is equal to 0 at x is equal to E is, let kx is equal to n pi, therefore k is equal to pi n by x, put x is equal to d. Therefore, Ey is equal to A into sin n pi by d x. The complete solution with propagation and time variations, Ey is equal to Ey naught sin of n pi by dx e raised to minus gamma z into e raised to j omega t, equation number A, and magnetic field components Hx and Hz are obtained using equation number 10 and 12, that is Hx is equal to minus gamma Ey whole divided by j omega mu is equal to minus Ey 0 gamma whole divided by j omega mu sin of n pi by dx into e raised to minus gamma z into e raised to j omega t, and Hz field component is minus 1 by j omega mu dou by dou x Ey is equal to minus Ey 0 n pi divided by j omega mu d into cos n pi by dx e raised to minus gamma z e raised to j omega t. To the above equations can be sketched for dominant mode T10 mode. Modes are named by the value n takes. The lowest value of n is equal to 1. This is termed as T10 mode. For n is equal to T20 mode. So for electric field, Ey is equal to Ey naught sin of n pi by dx. Suppose you put x is equal to 0, you will get Ey is equal to 0. Next, at x is equal to d, you will get sin of n pi, sin pi again 0. You take x is equal to d by 2, then you will get sin of pi by 2 is maximum. So in the middle you will get maximum. For T20 mode, again if you substitute x is equal to 0, you will get Ey is equal to 0 and x is equal to d, again you will get 0. But in the middle, x is equal to d by 2 also will get 0. But x is equal to d by 4 you will get maximum. And x is equal to 3d by 4 again you will get maximum. The variation of the E field for T10 and T20 are shown. Here, for the T10, in the mid the lines are, that is more lines are coming, but at the end the distance between the lines are more. Similarly for Hx and Hz mode, for T10 mode, again you substitute x is equal to 0, Hx is equal to 0 and x is equal to d, again Hx is equal to 0. If x is equal to d by 2, you will get T10 is maximum. But for Hz mode, x is equal to d by 2 you will get 0. But at x is equal to 0 you will get maximum value and x is equal to d you will get maximum value. So here in T10 mode, for Hx mode, the lines are moving clockwise, other lines here, but in the Hy mode, the lines are, some lines are moving clockwise and some lines are moving anti-clockwise. So derivation of cutoff frequency Fc and phase velocity Vp for parallel plane waveguide. Cutoff frequency Fc, we know that gamma is equal to k, but k is equal to n pi by d. Therefore, gamma is equal to n pi by d whole square minus gamma square mu epsilon. Let omega square mu epsilon is equal to n pi by d whole square then omega is equal to omega c. Therefore, omega c under root of mu epsilon is equal to n pi by d. Substitute this equation number 4 in equation number 2. We'll get gamma is equal to under root of mu epsilon minus omega square mu epsilon is equal to under root of mu epsilon take outside. We'll get under root of omega c square minus omega square. At omega is equal to omega c, gamma value is 0. Therefore, there is no propagation of waves. But at omega c is more than omega, we'll get gamma is equal to alpha plus jb. Here we will get the real number. Therefore, here beta is 0, but the signal will attenuated more. At omega c is less than omega, gamma is imaginary. Here the attenuation is 0, but the phase is present here. Therefore, omega c is equal to n pi by d 1 divided by under root of mu sigma is equal to n pi by d, which is velocity of light for air media. So next we can derive the relation for phase velocity. Vp alpha is equal to 0. We have beta is equal to under root of omega square mu epsilon minus n pi by d whole square. Vp is equal to omega by beta. This is equal to omega divided by under root of omega square mu epsilon minus n pi by d whole square. This is equal to omega divided by under root of mu epsilon take outside. We will get omega square minus omega c square. At omega is equal to omega c, you will get velocity is infinity. At omega is greater than omega c, you will get Vp is equal to velocity of light. Phase velocity is same as velocity of light. Transverse magnetic mode. So here it changes E by h and epsilon by minus mu. Gamma is equal to j beta as alpha is equal to 0. Therefore, hy is equal to hy 0 cos of n pi x by d e raised to j omega t into e raised to minus j beta z, and ex component is equal to hy 0 beta divided by omega epsilon cos of n pi by dx into e raised to j omega t minus j beta z. So Ez component is equal to hy 0 j n pi divided by omega epsilon d cos of n pi by dx e raised to j omega t minus j beta z. Similarly, we can obtain Tm wave hy is equal to hy 0 and ex is equal to hy 0 into beta divided by omega epsilon. Ez is equal to hy 0 into bracket j n pi omega epsilon d. Therefore, ex by ey take the ratio, we get intrinsic impedance is equal to beta by omega epsilon is equal to under root of mu by epsilon. So, we solve one problem for a guided wave between two infinite conducting planes separated by a distance of 0.25 meter. Find cutoff frequency for the Tm if f is equal to 3 GHz, and also find phase velocity of the wave. We know that the formula omega c is equal to 1 divided by under root of mu naught epsilon naught into n pi by d for vacuum. This gives Vc into n pi by d as epsilon r is equal to mu r is equal to 1. Therefore, from this Fc is equal to omega, that is Vc n pi by d whole divided by 2 pi. Here he has given Vc is equal to velocity of light 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and here n is equal to 2, but distance is equal to 0.25 meter divided by 2 pi here. We get Fc is equal to 1.2 GHz. At beta is equal to under root of omega square mu naught epsilon naught minus n pi by d whole square. This is equal to 4 pi square f square divided by Vc square minus 4 pi square whole divided by d square. You take 2 pi outside, under root of f square divided by Vc square minus 1 by d square. Therefore, beta is equal to 2 pi under root of 3 into 10 raised to 9 square whole divided by 3 into 10 raised to 8 square minus 1 divided by 0.25 whole square. Therefore, beta is equal to 57.59 radians. So, phase velocity Vp is given by angular frequency divided by phase factor beta. Omega is equal to 2 pi of divided by beta. Substitute, we'll get 2 pi into 3 into 10 raised to whole divided by 57.59 radians. We get phase velocity is equal to 3.27 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second.